Happy Thursday, guys. It's me. Here I am. I'm going to try to do the recording of our very first guided practice all together. So just like we would do in class, I know a lot of you might not have a math notebook, but you can either find something around your house, you could use lined paper, or even printer paper works also, okay? So if you want to follow along, go ahead and pause me right now and get to your textbook and look for 11-1's guided practice. You'll find it on page 272 of your math book, and I'm actually going to try to make it bigger just like I would in class so you guys can see. Now, before we went on our little bit of a break, we actually did 11-1, and you should have watched the Learning Bridge or the math movie on that yesterday. So remember we were talking all about what a polygon is and the different attributes or characteristics that it needs to have. So the first one is that it has to be a completely closed shape. Remember, it can't have any open sides. And there were two types of polygons. There were the convex ones where the angles point out, and concave where sometimes if the snow gets too much on your roof, it caves in your roof and now you have a concave polygon. So now we're just going to go through some of the guided practice, and I'm just going to kind of talk about them. And like I said, since we've already done this in class, we should remember what to do. Now I'm going to write my guided practice and number 1. So my notebook just kind of looks like this. So number 1, it says name the polygon. Is it concave or convex? Well, when I look at that shape, it has 4 sides, so it is a quadrilateral. And all of the angles are pointing out. So it is a convex shape. Number 2. Okay, now that one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So it is a hexagon. And some of those angles are pointing in. So I remember that if they're pointing in, it is a concave shape. And just like in class, you just have to write it down on your paper like this. Okay, now number 3. It says, is each figure a polygon? Well, that's the first one. And it says, if it is, trace it. Now, I know you can't really trace it, but I'm going to draw it and try to make it as close to that one as I can. So the first one, oh, and it says, if not, I have to explain why. Is number 3 a polygon? No, because it is not a closed shape. It has an open side, so it cannot be considered a polygon. It has an open side. Number 4. Oh, that one is a polygon because it's closed and all of the sides are straight, 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 straight. So now I'm going to try my very best and I'm going to draw that shape. Now, if for some reason you have a shape template at home, please feel free to use that. I, however, do not have a shape template, so I'm just going to try my best. Now remember, when you are trying to figure out a diagonal are sides that go, or sorry, a vertex that goes to another one. So I'm going to make this bigger. Okay, so now you can see. So when I look at this, I have to figure out the diagonals of this shape. So, oh, I did not write 11-1 on the top, so I'm going to forget what lesson I'm on. So if I go here, this vertex is connected to this one already, so that doesn't need to go anywhere. But here I am going to draw the diagonal to the other corner, angle, or vertex. Now I am going to see from here to here is not connected either, so I have to draw the diagonal there as well. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next one. Now this one here, oh, it's connected to there and there, but it is not connected to there or here. And if you notice, I'm starting to make a pattern. Now this one here is connected and connected, and I've already drawn the diagonal, so now I just have to draw the diagonal to that corner. And there I have 5 diagonals in my 5-sided shape, which is also called a pentagon. Good job. So now I'm going to go back to my guided practice, and I'm going to do number 5. Now because I don't know what kind of paper you're using, I'm actually going to put, oh sorry, number 5 right over there, so that way I can fit it. It says, draw a polygon with 3 sides. Okay, my polygon will look like this. I did it a little bit small. You can draw it bigger if you want to. And then I know letter A. It says how many vertices are there? Well, there are 3 because when I look at this, there are 1, 2, and 3 vertices. How many angles? Oh, there are 3. And then the third question is, what is the name of the polygon? And I sure hope you remember that that is a triangle. Now, if you forgot that that's a triangle, don't forget that you can scroll to the top of your book and actually go to the next page over. Sorry, now that I have it blown up, it's a little bit harder to see. And all of the vocabulary is right there at the top. So I see that a triangle, which I did spell correctly, has 3 sides and 3 vertices. Now I'm going to go back to my guided practice. Now remember, I think your book at home looks a little bit different than this, but the questions should still be the same. Now number 6, it says, a decagon has 10 sides. How many angles? So once again, if you cannot remember, I'm going to go back to the next page and find a decagon, 10 sides. How many vertices? Remember, a vertice is another way to say angle. Oh, 10. So, oh, no, sorry. I'm going to go back and I can write that it has 10 angles. Okay, now number 7 is kind of a fun one. It says, describe an everyday object that is a model of a polygon. What is the name of the polygon? So when I look around my office here, I see some things in the background. I see a picture frame. So I'm going to write down picture frame. And then it says, what is the name of that? It is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. Now I bet if I challenge you, you could find 10 items around your house that are just everyday objects that are a polygon. And so here is what my guided practice looks like for today. So there's no need for you to upload this for me to see because I know that you're doing it along with me. And if you would like to, another great choice for you would be to go to the next page and maybe do some of the independent practice if you are feeling that you would like to do more practice. Now, just like in class, I highly encourage for you to do some of the problem solving because that's where we get to really use all the skills that we have learned this year. Okay. One thing I want you to remember is this is kind of a super fun. Whoops, I don't know how to go back. This is a super fun lesson, and I'm kind of disappointed that we don't get to do this together because I love geometry art. Now, see, now I went to the wrong page. But I would love to see you guys looking around your house and finding more polygons and learning the different types of vocabulary. Remember, anything that's a 4-sided shape is a quadrilateral, which we'll learn quite a bit about. Anything with 6 sides is a hexagon, and then they go up from there, which we'll be talking about throughout this whole lesson. So if you guys have any more questions, please send me a dojo message so that I can answer them. But don't forget that you do have to do the quick check and turn it in to me tomorrow on Friday, or if you want to do it today, that's fine also. But I look forward to seeing your guys' quick checks, and I hope you were able to access everything that you needed.